What's up, everybody? I'm meteorologist Corn today, bringing you guys your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and American Contractor. Make sure to check them out in the description to this video. So guys, I have 10% of your daily values in vitamin C, I've got 6% of your daily values in total carbs, and I've got 100% of your daily values in the weather. So we're checking out, that's fine. We're checking out yesterday, reviewing some storm reports for the Southern Plains and seeing what all happened in Oklahoma and Texas. And then moving into the southeast for tomorrow, the cold front has shifted off and we're going to see more storms happening, well, I guess through the afternoon today. And then we're moving into later on in the week. We could see a round 2 through the Southern Plains once again into later this week through the weekend for some severe weather. So stay tuned for all of that. And then in case you haven't noticed, we're not exactly business cash today. We're all dressing up in our costume forecasts throughout the week. And then to kick off Halloween on Monday, Derek is going to dress up in the costume that you guys choose for him. So go ahead and check out Prison Mike from The Office. We got Ricky Bobby from Talladega Nights, and 11 from Stranger Things that you guys can go ahead and vote for. The link is in the description to this video, so go ahead and check that out there. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw it into our stories again later today. So you have plenty of opportunities to vote and see what you guys come up with. Voting closes 10 p.m. on October 28th. So lend me your ear as I impart some wisdom about yesterday's storm reports. We had a couple of storm reports to the southeast. These puns are so distracting. We had some storm reports through Oklahoma and Texas yesterday. Got some hail, got some severe wind, and it was pretty scattered throughout. However, for areas just north of Austin, near Killeen, Texas, we did get some severe hail. I know a couple of you guys have asked us about that today. Up to golf balls in size, and that remained isolated across the swath, but we also got some severe winds with that. So pretty solid little storm tracked through the area, and we got a 2-star map out of that for yesterday. Then today, there's that cold front tracking through the southeast, has already made its way through Jackson and is moving into Tupelo, Mississippi right now. And as it does, we could see a little bit of intensification on that system as it continues out that way. We've got that band of storms moving through, so any straight line wind gusts are possible, as well as potentially some rotation on those storms too as they start to intensify this afternoon through the region. So we're watching this for our severe weather into today. Then for the rest of us, we're going to be pretty much fall across most of the U.S. 42 degrees in Minneapolis, 63 in Dallas after that front passed through, and staying in the mid-50s for Denver. A little bit warmer once you get out into Atlanta, 75 degrees, 84 in Miami, but once that cold front passes through, it should be a different story. So waiting on that. For dew points, you got plenty of humidity. I mean, you can see that cloud cover ahead of that cold front. Plenty of humidity to go around through the east. 66-degree dew points in Tallahassee, 59 in Birmingham with that cold front getting ready to advance through there. So should get us some instability. And with that, we could continue to see some storms. Now, in terms of hail, it's not really looking good in terms of Cape producing hail. So not a whole lot of high values through there, and it looks like that band is going to kind of taper off before it reaches a zone of higher instability. So our hail chances don't look great today as that continues to track through, but with a linear system moving through the southeast, we could potentially see some severe weather. So for today's severe threats, we got a low-end chance of hail or flooding. Not really primarily concerned about those two for our risks. It's going to be high winds or tornadoes that we're watching for today for our severe weather. So moderate chance to see either one of those tracking through the southeast as our storms progress over the next few hours. So here's what we have on our future radar. We got storms popping up through the Birmingham and Montgomery area, as well as Nashville by around 4 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. Got plenty of time for those storms to track through and intensify, again, producing some rotation potentially, as well as some straight line wind gusts into this afternoon. Now, as they track towards Atlanta by 9 p.m., starting to taper off a little bit. We could see a residual severe gust or two as they move through the metro, and then off into the east, tapering off for your Thursday, or for your Wednesday. Time is flying by, but as the system continues to move through, the gist is that we could see some severe weather. So lend me your ear for today's wind forecast. Okay, so we've got Severe weather possible anywhere from Louisville, Kentucky into Mobile, Alabama, Birmingham and Nashville. You guys are in it as well. The main area that could see some severe wind gusts coming here in the next few hours is Birmingham, as well as potentially some rotating storms through parts of Alabama. And so we're going to want to be on the lookout through that region for some severe weather in the coming hours as that front tracks through. And again, that could be all the way from this afternoon into this evening as it takes its time tracking towards Atlanta. And then if you're on the north end of that low pressure system, still got a chance for a gust or two, but it's tapering off quite a bit once you get up towards Louisville and past it. And then same deal for Mobile, Alabama. You should be far south, and then that band is going to be tapering off as it hits you. Then into tomorrow, we're watching it track off to the east, really losing a lot of steam as it moves towards the Atlantic, and so it's not really going to be potentially producing any severe weather. We're going to have to wait, but as you guys know, we do need a little bit of time in between systems to produce any organized severe weather events. We need time for that heat to come back, time for that humidity to come back, and that's what we'll get into tomorrow through the next 48 hours as we see this system starting to pass off and then the next one moving through. So here's what we got right now with that cold front extending through the south and east, producing all of that severe weather. That's going to continue to lift up into the main part of the jet stream off to the north and east. Then on Thursday afternoon, we've got yet another trough dipping down through the desert southwest and the Rockies, getting ready to make its move through the South Plains. As it does, we could see a round 2 on Thursday through Friday for Oklahoma and Texas. And then the main part of the jet stream is going to lift off to the northeast, leave us with this little closed, away from everything, low pressure system. That's going to continue to trickle off to the southeast as well. And then we could see if this next system could dip farther south again. So we could potentially see an active few days into the end of the week through the weekend. So want to stay tuned, especially if you're in the southern plains, as it looks like that's currently where that low pressure system is expected to be centered into later on. So here's what we look like for our dew points as that front passes through with that second trough. We got that nice separation between that cool, dry air and that hot and humid air. With that, we could potentially see some severe weather forming for your Thursday night into Friday and then through Friday afternoon as that system tracks off to the east. So here it is on our extended storm tracker, quiet for a little bit, and then there we go by Friday morning and Thursday night, seeing that low pressure system forming another round of storms through northwest Texas, and then tracking through the DFW metro by Friday afternoon, gaining a little intensity as it does. Now it looks a little linear, so it could be another wind threat, however, severe threat nonetheless, as it continues off to the east. So here's your extended hail forecast for the nation over the next few days. Right now, max size maybe an inch out of these storms, but it's going to be super scattered if that happens. Looking like mostly a wind threat for today. Then for Wednesday, we're going to have a little break, and then back to it on Thursday into Friday with a storm chance again for Texas, maybe Oklahoma mixing in there, and then should be a little bit quieter again on Saturday. So there you go. There you have it for any land-based severe weather. And then last but not least, for the tropics, we've got a 0% chance of this guy forming in the next 2 days as it tracks into the Caribbean. Got to organize itself a little bit more. About a 20% chance over the next 5 days. Then up into the just central Atlantic, we've got a 0% chance once again, but in the next 5 days we could see it track into more favorable conditions and got a little bit better of a chance of development. And then last but not least, this guy off of, well, it's just right above this other depression or other disturbed area. But we could see a little bit of intensification on it as it moves towards Bermuda, but it should quickly weaken once it then moves into cooler waters in an area with a little bit more wind shear. Not great for any tropical development. So we'll see it try over the next 48 hours to 5 days, but it's probably not going to do much once it starts to move further north. So just keeping an eye on it, letting you guys know what's happening. So there's our costume forecast, kicking it off today as Corn, meteorologist Corn, and Frank and Heather are coming up soon. We got kind of a little theme going between us three, so try to drop in the comments what you guys think that's going to be, and also comment whose costume you like best. I mean, we'll see what they got coming up in the next 2 days. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, also TikTok. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and smash that subscribe button on YouTube. And if you guys want to get in contact with us, you can call us at 855-334-4245. You can also email us if you'd rather at info@hailtrace.com, or check out hailtrace.com for more details. I can't believe you guys let me do this forecast as Corn. Okay, I'll leave. Sorry, Frank. This is Meteorologist Corn. Thanks for watching.